warmed up.
Let's go.
Welcome to Season 6 of ImVibes Podcast. Now here's your host, Eric Malazzi.
What? Oh, not Malazzi.
Anyway, here's Eric.
I love the intro. No, I don't. Anyways, welcome to another episode of, I think this is episode 12 or 13. I lost track. 12?
Yes, 12.
12 or 13.
12 or 13.
Definitely.
Both.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Somewhere in the tweens.
This episode won't be out for a while, but we lost some pretty big people this week. Rest in peace to the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, man. That fucking sucks. It's so weird that right after that concert, man.
Right. It's like he was holding on just for that.
Exactly. And, you know, you hear that a lot with, like, you know, Grandpa is in his deathbed and his grandson finally came and saw him, like, the next day he passes away. He was, I think he was waiting for that, and it's finally said, fuck it. It's over. Yeah. And then we also lost the immortal Hulk Hogan. I know. I'm getting looks from these guys. Yeah. It's fine. You know, as a kid, Hogan was my idol. I looked up to him with the say your prayers, take your vitamins, and you'll never go wrong. But, you know, as we all got older and we found more and more about Hulk Hogan, it turned out he was just a piece of shit. So,
no tears for racists.
Right.
He had that reality TV show, too, for a while.
He did.
So
Hogan Knows Best or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we lost 2 reality stars this week.
I was going to say, so it was the Osbournes, too.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Man.
And then Theo from the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
That damn skit where he gets his ear pierced.
Oh, classic.
With Cosby, and he's like, I'm going to go out on my own. He's like, well, how much money do you make a week? He's like, $250. He's like, I'm going to give you $300. And then he goes through the whole thing. He's like, well, you got rent, you got a car, you got gas. He's like, apartment in New York City is $400. He's like, well, I'll live in Jersey. And then he's got like $200 left. He goes, good. See, I'm good. He goes, no, Theo, you haven't eaten yet. He's like, do you plan on having a girlfriend? He's like, yeah. And he takes the rest of the cash out of his hand. So
that checks out.
That was funny. Anyways, though, we have 2 guests on the show today. We're going to talk about Don't Sweat It Fest coming to Rock Hill September
17th through 20th.
All right. What are all the bands that are going to be on that bill?
Okay, so I've got 17 bands.
I know you have 2 bands that are playing there, so we'll talk about those bands. Is Stinkbug going to play too?
No, we just played at the courtroom, so we're not going to play at the.
All right.
Yeah, it's too close together, you know.
Yeah, we like. You know, I have a lot of local bands playing it, but I have a lot of different. I have some regionals. You know, Don't Sweat It Fest, Don't Sweat It Inc. is a lot more about, you know, supporting local music.
Right.
And that's really like the whole mission and vibe of what we do there.
That's what we do too. So this is a perfect place to come talk about it, man. Can you name those bands? I mean, I know you said.
Okay.
17. If you need to,
give me a second.
Look it up on your phone. That's fine.
I like the challenge.
TJ's got it.
I'll
fact check me. Okay, so Wednesday we're going to start off. Should I introduce myself first?
Absolutely. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm
a terrible host.
That's all right. So my name is Mike Gentry. I run Don't Sweat It Inc. With help of TJ Boggs, TJ Bravo right here with me.
Fred Flintstone.
And
I'll take it. That's fine.
So, we've been hosting concerts at this place in downtown Rock Hill called the Courtroom. It's a historic courtroom owned by the city of Rock Hill and the Arts Council of York County. Anytime I talk about anything publicly, I mention the Arts Council of York County because they've allowed me to host concerts there for 15 years now.
Is this going to be the last one?
You know, that's a rumor. It could be, and it may not be. We can get in that discussion about the deal about what's going on with the courtroom.
Okay.
It's been in the news. We can talk about it.
That was going to be my question about what's the latest.
Right.
let's talk about that a little later. Let's see if I can name the 17 bands playing.
I'm ready for fact checking.
Okay, so we have Wednesday night, the 17th. We're going to kick it off at Slow Play Brewing. They allowed us to do this last year. They do an awesome live band karaoke night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, you sign up and you say, they have a plethora of songs that you can sing. And they let me do a featured act. Last year we had Ryan Lockhart. This year we're having Aluminum 6.
Why do I know that name, Ryan Lockhart?
So Ryan Lockhart is been playing a lot recently. He has run the door at the courtroom for probably the last 6 or 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, at least.
Was he in radio for a while too?
He was in Funeral Chic.
Yeah, he was the singer of Funeral Chic.
I know that name. So yeah. But Funeral Chic and Ryan Lockhart, completely separate vibes,
Right,
Ryan
totally.
Lockhart is, but yeah. So Wednesday night featured band at Slow Play is Aluminum 6.
Okay.
And then we're on to Thursday night, which we're doing at the Mercantile, which is a free event. So Wednesday night is free, Thursday night is free, Friday costs money, Saturday is free, and then Saturday night costs money.
Okay.
So
how much?
We're gonna do $15 and then $10 with student IDs.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I mean,
for all those kids down at Winthrop.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
So
Thursday night
we have Knee High.
Okay.
Who is this like awesome pop hip hop artist?
It's incredible.
Just discovered him this year and coming out of the Rock Hill area. I think he's great. Now I'm struggling to think of the second person. I know who the last act on the night is. 17 bands is a lot to book and keep it memorized. Stev. Yes.
Sorry, I cheated.
Yeah, you cheated for me. Okay. Third band in, and I couldn't remember. Because they were going to play on Wednesday, but we have them on Thursday, and they're like pop, indie, rock.
Yeah.
Really great.
Very tight.
Great set of musicians in that band. Set of musicians.
Oh.
No, sorry.
They do have a lot of musicians at times, though.
Yeah, he's traded out a few members from a couple times he's played in Rock Hill.
He's one of those people that's like, hey, you're playing with me tonight.
Yeah, Andy Simmons is the front guy and the writer for that band. And then closing out, we have James Amaker II. Winthrop kid, group of Winthrop kids, does this like pop rock kind of. I guess there's a little
soul elements in
soul.
there.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's very
I don't think
good.
it's R&B. It's more soul. Yeah. So I had him open up a show, and he had 7 people on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that
Backup singers, the whole 9. It was great.
Yeah, for an opening act, he kind of pushed the limit. So I hope he pushes the limit again at Don't Sweat It Fest at the Mercantile on Thursday night. Then we're moving on to Friday night. So I'm trying out a new act that he's been playing around. This guy named Sammy Wilson, kind of psychedelic country. He's from the Rock Hill area. I'm really excited to have him. And then,
it sounds right up your alley, huh?
Yeah. I'll be sure to come check out that one.
Yeah.
And then I have a
psychedelic country.
Well, it's kind of like it's like he has. I've listened to his albums, and they're
is it like all country type
all
of
country, but his albums have a little bit more ambient jazz influence, I would say.
Okay.
They're not just like straight country songs, which is more like Ryan Lockhart stuff.
Right.
We're getting to him on the list. This other act is kind of a out of left field. At the courtroom, when I have like people tour through, sometimes the name of the courtroom and what I do goes on to somebody else. So I have this artist from Northeast. I can't remember exactly where she's from. Her name is Katie Pink, Pinke. That's how you spell her last name. And she is kind of like an avant-garde folk. She might have like a puppet show along with what she's doing.
That sounds like fun.
Well, I come from like a fine art background, so I always like to throw in something that is a little bit unexpected with performances or with artists. So she kind of fit the vibe of what I'm used to hosting. So this night kind of goes from gentle psychedelic country to post-punk. So it's kind of like it grows. So, okay, after Katie Pink, we have True Optimist, which, Evan Plant, he did a show at the Evening Muse when he released his first single off his new album. And now he released the first album, didn't play any out live. And then now he's playing playing his singles
Playing
out,
out
and he's
solo.
playing live. He's playing shows with people. Like,
Oh, okay. He's got a full band.
yeah. He's
Excellent.
He's playing hopscotch.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So
That's a great game to play.
Yeah, love it.
yeah. But
The
Evan Plant,
1 foot stuff is a little tricky, but
Dominated. I'm sorry.
Evan Plant is from Charlotte, so he's a Charlottean. And then Motel Glory's playing.
yeah.
And actually, we're sitting here in Tommy's Pub. That's the last live show we played.
Really?
It was Tommy's Pub last year.
And that's your
That's
band,
Mike's
right?
band. Yeah.
One of your bands.
Yeah, I think I was at that show.
Yeah, that was a good show. We got to play with our friends, 86 Hope from Florida. But we haven't played a show since then, so it's been over a year. But we can talk about Motel Glory later. And then closing out, we got Complaint Club on Friday night.
Okay.
Post punk, keyboardist, bassist, guitarist, vocals, drums. I think they're one of the best things to come out of Rock Hill.
Yeah,
in the
they're
last few
fantastic.
years. Since Gasp, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're moving on to Saturday.
Saturday afternoon.
So Saturday afternoon, we're at back at Slow Play. They're sponsoring the festival. They're letting us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're letting us sell their beer, and they're letting us host some of the events at their place for free. So
Nice.
the events are free to the public, and they're not charging us to host bands there. So
Nice.
That's a great
Shout
deal.
out
Yeah.
to Ben and Ron and Matt.
Yeah.
Great guys down there.
and Ben plays in that
Yeah.
live band
Live
karaoke.
band, yeah.
Live band karaoke. So
Slow Play has some great.
He's a really
in-house
good bass player.
seltzers
Oh, yeah.
too.
He's fantastic.
Not just beer, but they got some
He's
good
almost as good as TJ.
seltzers that they make too. Yeah.
He's way better than TJ. Fuck that guy.
So Saturday afternoon, we have Damaris Bruce, who's from Rock Hill, and she's acoustic singer-songwriter, killing it.
Beautiful voice. Oh, man. So beautiful.
Anytime she plays, like, people are glued in. She knows how to put on a show. I mean, she knows how to perform and project her voice. Moving on the other spectrum of singer-songwriter, we have Katie Ballard, who's from Charlotte up here. I mean, she played at the Courtroom earlier this year, and her performance was haunting, like in a beautiful way. Because sometimes you get lucky and you get to see an act in the Courtroom when there are not a lot of people there,
Yes.
and
It ends up being one of the best shows you've ever seen, just because the ambiance of the room, the reverb hits way different when no one's in there.
Oh yeah.
So, like, when you see these, especially like solo performers, and it's early, people haven't shown up yet, and haunting is a great word for that, but in a way that makes you feel good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
when I booked her, I was like, I'd like to see her and Andy the Doorbum perform like together.
Oh yeah.
She's a singer-songwriter, kind of on a different spectrum than Damaris, but I thought her performance was great, and that's why I'm bringing her back to perform for Don't Sweat It Fest, because she deserves more attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, like, headlining that afternoon session is going to be Ryan Lockhart. He's our local. We love him. I mean,
man.
And when he plays with a full band, it's kicks
Incredible.
ass. So,
He put out an album last year that is called Son of a Coal Miner's Daughter. That was my favorite record last year.
It's really good.
It's so good. I haven't listened to a record so much in so long. Like,
I'll have to check that out.
it's so good. Like, country rock, I guess, for like generally speaking.
I'm out.
It's almost folk.
Almost folk. Yeah.
oh, but like good. Like, when I talk about country, I don't like to be like labeled as a country fan, but I love John Prine.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I don't really consider him country though.
Oh yeah, but he does a lot of like.
He's very folkish. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think Ryan is in that element, and watching him develop over the last like 10 years as a solo performer, he's gone through so many names as a Toothless Gospel, Cadillac Hearse, King Trouble. He's gone through so many names as a solo act, and some of those songs that he's still playing are like songs he's had for years that have like just evolved, and he's evolved, and his lyric writing is just so good. Like, he's on another level. Like, I wish I could write lyrics like that.
You're right.
Okay, Saturday night. Opening up, we have PTSD Radio. These kids are straight out of Winthrop. They put on this like pop punk style with lots of energy. Just really fun. Yeah,
Definitely a lot of fun.
yeah. So I'm trying to like blend a variety of music, but like center it and like keep it all together, mostly local. Like we got some weird things coming from out of town, Charlotte, things like that. But I think we only have like four out of town bands playing. All of the other ones are based in Rock Hill or York County. So
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know Rock Hill had that many artists. So
well, at least Stinkbug didn't make it on the bill this year because they were on last year and they're playing a show. They played a show right before this, but I've kind of got a lot of talent in Rock Hill that I'm excited to show.
Yes.
Unfortunately, as Don't Sweat It Inc., we can only host like a show a month. That's the only energy I have to like get the space, set up the PA, apply for permits to sell alcohol, promote the show, design a poster. Like
it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to do it without TJ running the bar for me and being my sounding board every time I question.
Right. I've pulled him off the ledge a couple times. Mostly figuratively. Mostly.
Last year when I was trying to book bands for the end of summer ska party that we host here every year, it made me realize how much work that is. And I'm trying to book it again this year. It's getting easier because we're hosting it with the Queen City Ska group there's like a Facebook page. And two of the guys that are in it are I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
No, I have a question.
Yeah. But they're helping me book the bands this year. So it got much easier. So.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
How many ska bands does Charlotte have?
You know what? I thought we only had 0.
Right.
And it turns out it's correct. They all come from like Durham and Raleigh. So yeah. There's a good ska scene out there. It's like the Unsustainables, the Spectacles.
Those are totally ska band names.
Yeah, 100%.
I love a band that can make it their band name and then I know exactly what kind of music that is.
Yeah, exactly. Without having to have it in their name.
Right.
Yeah. Metallica or
the Scotalites.
You're in a ska band without saying you're in a ska band.
Exactly.
The Unsustainables. Gotcha.
Yep. With you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
There's 7 people in that band. I hear you.
Yeah. But there's
there's 7 syllables. There's got to be 7 people.
Right. Well, yeah. So that was the issue last year, booking ska bands to play Tommies. There's a lot of members in those bands.
Yeah,
so when they come in people are walking through the door and the saxophone player's saying, "Hey, how are you?" It's funny, but
yes,
yeah. But
you can place them throughout the bar, like place the band. Yeah,
wireless adapters on their shit to play the music. Yeah, that'd be funny.
I bet horns are loud as fuck in here.
They are.
Yeah.
So last year we did the tribute to Terry Hall because he had just passed away, and then everyone did special songs and like Fun Boy 3 songs and all that shit, dude. It was amazing. That was a great time.
Actually, if we can get some decent weather, we can set up outdoors.
That'd be better.
Oh, yeah.
See, that'd be better because, there's not much room in here. And then me and we're going to have 2 DJs. Maybe I may not even have to spin this year. So we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I may be able to wander
kind of
and
enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the best part. When you can put something together and actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, last year I spun for the first part of it and then the bands came on and then I spun afterwards too. So I spun all old school 2-tone shit prior to and then afterwards I went to ska punk shit
Yes.
Are you spinning on records? Or are you doing
vinyl? Yes. I'm a mobile all vinyl DJ. So I'm actually spinning. Yeah, this will be on way afterwards, but this Saturday at the last ever anniversary party for Red Clay Cider Works, I'll be spinning there from noon to 6. So
is it official now?
Yes, they announced it the other day. So yeah, they are close. Yeah,
I only went there once, so I'm part of the problem.
Yeah, no, it's all right. No, they have a great crowd following.
They don't have any banquet.
They do have craft.
Shouldn't be. I'm supposed to be
craft beer on tap,
free.
though. So,
they do have some craft beer.
But the building got sold for like $3 million. So they're gonna tear it down. They're gonna still have someone brewing their ciders for them so they can sell their cans.
Okay.
But they won't have a tap room anymore. So.
All right.
Bummer.
That's a big part of it, though.
It is, man. That's what I always, when I.
Yeah, that's legal remedy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another Rock Hill deal. Whatever happened with them? Are they open still?
They're still there.
They're still okay. So what happened?
He's still brewing, but
Yeah. So that brewery started by a bunch of lawyers.
Right. That's where that name
Yes.
came from.
Yeah, they won a civil case or
well,
something.
a pharmacist,
They what?
a lawyer and a pharmacist.
Oh.
Okay.
We should have him tell the story then. But the thing is, they closed the restaurant, and somebody bought the restaurant side of it, and slowly they turned it into an Irish bar. They still sell legal remedy there, but the restaurant's called Journeyman.
Oh, really?
I like it. And it's
I've
like
only been once, but it's great.
But Zach ended up having to build a wall because it's two separate businesses now. Because
kidding me?
what was one big space, one building for legal remedy
For the tap room and the...
and the brewery.
Yes.
So he had to build a wall in between the Journeyman and what is legal remedy brewing.
Okay.
But he has no tap room and probably won't.
well, but Journeyman sells their beer.
Yeah, but they don't have to.
Yeah, that's true.
They do for now.
Well, they sell
Yeah,
Guinness
right.
too. They sell Guinness too,
Yeah,
which is
right.
you got to have that at an Irish bar.
How many breweries are in Rock Hill now?
Okay. Another list. Okay, so we got Slow Play Brewing. We have Legal Remedy. We have Off the Tracks. I know my buddy Nate is working on a brewery. It's been a while, but I don't remember what the name of it's called.
I can't remember what it is
Rock Hill
called either.
Brewing as well.
Oh, Rock Hill Brewing, of course.
yeah.
I love hanging out there. Those are the four main ones. There might be another one popping up here.
And you
or
guys
there.
also have a common market there too, still.
We
right?
had one.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, we used to host some of our festival there.
Yeah.
For 2 years, we hosted events at Common Market.
Like the Saturday afternoon
Yeah.
setup was there.
And man, it was packed. It was a great place to have people gather. I liked it. I miss it.
Hey, if you ever need a DJ to come spin in between shows, in between bands, I know a guy.
All right. We'll ask you.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
So, okay. So we stopped at PTSD
Yeah.
Radio on Saturday night, right? So we only got 4 more bands left. Let's see if I can name them all. Space Daddy and the Galactic Go-Go's. So,
That's a cool name.
Yes.
I'm surprised you guys haven't had them on. They've been playing a lot around.
We will.
We will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of shows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're-
they play a lot.
and they just had like a lineup change. They're just like
Yeah.
their bassist. I don't want to say quit, but he lives out of town, so they had the last show with him at the Courtroom, and they invited the new Stuart Seeley on to play bass and guitar, and he's
It
he's
seems
great.
seamless. It seems like they didn't stop playing shows. So
And another thing about Space Daddy I want to talk about is like we hosted Band from a Hat for many years, every other year for many years. And that's one of the bands that was created from Band from a Hat. So Band from a Hat, we throw a bunch of names in a hat, what instrument they play, and then we pull them out. And then we put people in bands and say, okay, in 2.5 to 3 months, you have a show to play. We're looking for 10 to 15 minutes of original music. Good luck. And through all those 2 months, I'm checking in on bands. Like, hey, you guys still playing? You guys ready to play? Are you going to do it? First year we did that, 12 bands. I think we had 12 bands perform. No, maybe it was 10 bands.
We had 10 bands perform.
12
bands were
Drawn.
And then, what happens. You can't get 5 people together because everybody's schedule is so different or whatever. So 2 bands fall off.
Still
And
10
then we
bands.
still had 10 bands out of that.
I think that's where Gasp came from.
Gasp came out of that one.
Squirt
Chase
Vial.
Warren and the Home Wreckers came
Chase
out of that
Warren.
one. Squirt Vial was a couple years later. Somebody else came out of that.
Pink Moscato, no. That was the...
Molgoth may have come out of that.
Not out of that one, but we came out
Okay.
of the second one, I think.
So it's just this, like, you talked about how Rock Hill has like a ton of bands, and that's part of the, I think Don't Sweat It Inc. can kind of take some credit for that because, like, we did kind of create some bands.
I mean, that's the hardest thing, like wanting to be in a band and then finding people to play with that you
who are
didn't
actually committed to wanting to be in a band.
Yeah, and also like people you didn't go to college with.
Right. Or your direct friend group.
I live in a college town, so this is really front of mind for me. Though, when you go to college, you have like a captured friend group of people and like a community. And if you don't keep working at having a community after college, you start to learn that it's harder and harder to make friends. So it's harder and harder to start a band. So Band from a Hat help that problem. And
for sure.
Like we said.
Another part of having a band is you may get together and jam with somebody, but getting a show, for one, that's so difficult to do.
As your first show. Get a first show.
And having that deadline, you've got 3 months to get 10 minutes, 15 minutes worth of material to go on stage. Like, you have this already end goal from jump.
Right.
And so, you end up having people like Space Daddy and the Galactic Go-Go's just running with it and staying with it. And it's great.
My first band, the first year I put it together, I signed up. And my first band, we called ourselves Dragon Sex.
Yes.
It was Zeke Ellis, who played in Chasing the Homewreckers.
That sounds like a gothic band.
No, it was kind of like a straight punk post.
Dragon Sex.
It was like
Dragon Sex.
I felt like it was
breathe fire.
I think it was more like straight punk, but the vocals were very like hardcore. It was me, Zeke Ellis, Ethan, before he
from Space Daddy and the Galactic Go-Go's.
From Space Daddy and the Galactic Go-Go's before he
was just a
grew his
little
hair
college
out.
baby.
Yeah, because he was supposed to play guitar and our drummer quit. And then he was like, well, I can play drums. And so we played drums. And then Patrick, I can't remember Patrick's last name. He sang for X-Boss. He played bass in X-Boss, but he sang for us. And we just threw together songs and performed. And it was very fun. We didn't keep the band going, but it was a great time.
Do you guys know anyone who's like a solid drummer? Because we know a band that really needs a really good drummer.
Not this.
I think
not
all
already
the bands,
in 4
all
bands.
the bands need solid drummers.
Well,
Steambug's drummer lives in Colombia.
Oh wow!
We had to import a drummer, so
I need a backup drummer. So
It's a struggle for everyone.
If I have any leads on drummers, I'm keeping it myself.
Right,
I need a backup.
yeah.
I mean, Stan Gibson plays in all the bands I play in, and
Stan Gibson plays in 3 or 4 bands at any given time.
Yeah,
that's another thing. Once you get a good drummer, he's in 3, 4, 5 bands.
Yeah.
There's always that conflict.
Stan is one of the most
playing Saturday night. I'm already playing Saturday night.
Right. Well, I guess you're doing 2 sets, buddy.
Get in your car right after that set and drive over here. And
I've seen it happen.
by the way, bring your drums.
Yeah, do both. Yeah.
Stan is one of the most committed drummers I've ever played with.
He really is. He so loves committed to play.
Yeah, he's committed to just playing music with people.
Yeah.
And
So when we had Squirt Vial on was the first time that we heard about this band in a hat.
Oh, yeah.
How much that they appreciated that process. Although I guess everybody that drew and got into that group is not who ended up being Squirt Vial.
No, but it's 2 of the 4.
But also,
they have a new
what
guitarist now, right?
How often are you doing Band in a Hat?
Well, I should have done it this year. We were doing it every other year.
COVID put a
I think
big wrench in
that's
it.
when Squirt Vial got made, is when we pulled it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they never got to perform at Band from a Hat, but they got drawn and were turned into a band.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there are no rules when it comes to Band from a Hat. The whole idea is to gather. I mean, music, art.
It's to start the conversation of starting a band.
Well, but music and art and all this stuff is all about gathering people and being together and having a shared experience. Whether you're just in a garage jamming and playing music, or in a museum, that's kind of my MO. That's all I want to do is gather people and get people excited about sharing ideas and music and sounds and visuals.
Well, it's also kind of a little bit of a push for people who don't know where to begin to try to get into a band.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's kind of the whole reason I started doing these concerts at the Courtroom, is because I started a band in 2009 right out of college called Candy Jerk, and we played the Milestone, we played house shows, and there was a house show community, and I was like, that's what Rock Hill needs, is a place to step in, an entry point for people into a music scene, because
there's no music dedicated music venue in Rock Hill. And I don't think there has been
Since the money closed.
I was going to say, yeah.
Maybe you should open one.
Yeah, you want to give me hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Right, yeah.
I don't know if, I mean,
I know there are a lot of
we've talked about
buildings.
it.
well, everything turns to
Rock
politics.
Vegas.
I have to say, everything turns to politics, and I hate that. But South Carolina has a really big issue right now with liquor license and liability laws.
Yes.
So you can look up the
It's
South
no
Carolina
one
venue
wants to
crisis.
No one wants to
okay.
open a restaurant or a bar in South Carolina right now.
So if you go online and you look up the South Carolina venue crisis on Instagram, they're following this like consistently. And you know, South Carolina, we have some great venues. Radio Room, New Brooklyn Tavern. Like those are two off the top of my head.
Yes. Yeah.
Tin Roof in Charleston.
Royal American, yeah.
Like I was at Royal American TJ last weekend.
What's that outdoor venue at the distillery in Charleston?
Firefly?
Firefly,
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard
I
about
saw-
that. They're bringing
I
some national acts.
Yeah, I saw Social Distortion and Bad Religion there last summer. That was
That's
a great
great.
show.
That is
but
a
it's
big
hot as
show.
fuck. But still, yeah.
Yes.
Charleston.
Yeah.
My dumbass played a round of disc golf this last weekend when it was 100 degrees
110.
in
You were sweating
Charleston.
your balls out. Where
Dude, I almost died. It was terrible. It was the dumbest thing.
yeah.
yeah, it was.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
But that place is like around a swamp. Like
Right.
Yeah,
I literally the course I played was
It's all
literally
swamp
called
land.
Fire Swamp.
yeah. yeah.
So yeah, I asked for it.
When we had Skewer Rat on, we all had shots of Malort together.
Oh, come on. No.
Oh my god, dude!
What is
I-
the gimmick about that? Everybody just talks about how horrible it is.
It just
Have you had it,
No.
Ernest? Bring him
not
a
doing
shot of Malort. No,
So he's
you're
going to
gonna
just
make
put
him
you
do
know,
it
fuck it.
alone?
Yes, I will take one with him. Yeah,
No,
fuck
I got work too early. No, no shots for me.
He's bringing the shots over here. One second.
Oh.
You're feeding the ground a little bit there.
Sorry.
The bar floor is getting a taste.
Oh, you get a sticker if you do it.
Yes. You can pin that on your chest. You've been malorted. You don't look happy about this. I'm not happy about it either.
I've seen the meme going around, so I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm not trying anything once. Do I have to do it by myself? Do I have to do it all at once?
1933.
So it's not a sipping shot.
No. Just
it's a
down
shot.
it.
It's a yeah. Ooh.
All right.
Get it over.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Why?
Wow. Mike, no reaction,
There's
Mike.
something kind of like fruity about it. I mean, like you say Band-Aid. I'm kind of thinking it just
This is a man who is not immune to
a
it.
little antiseptic,
Yeah. Trust me, it's coming. You'll get it
a little bit
eventually.
of cigarette butt.
Fruity cigarette butt. Got
I mean,
it.
I've
You
been
know
that
what?
guy. I've been that guy that like you're having a great time at a party or on a porch, and like there's the one can that everybody's been ashing in, and you mix up your PBR can with the ash PBR can, and you just take a
drink
big,
it?
big swig
There
of
you
it.
go.
Oh,
My old butt.
Caddyshack.
My old guitarist in my band did that one time. Just drank that for like a free $20 at a party, and I was like, I didn't even get $20 for it
right. You were just doing it.
on accident.
Yeah.
On accident. That wasn't.
You know what
purpose.
though? I did get some dill pickle flavor on that one though.
You did last time.
It
Did I?
changes.
Yeah.
No, that was all.
No, she said mustard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know, I could see the palate being different if you had something different to eat.
Right.
You know, before.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was pretty smooth, but that lingering antiseptic taste is not fun.
That's not a great descriptor ever.
It was a very smooth shot, but it had this antiseptic flavor, right? That just
I
kind
mean,
of
you
stuck
handled it
around.
better than these
the finish,
guys.
the finish keeps on giving.
You didn't make a face. You were
I
just
feel like all the memes and the culture has prepared me for that moment. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be bad.
right.
And then I took it and I was like, it's okay.
It's not great.
No, I wouldn't order one.
That's a shot you order for people you don't like.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do a shot. Okay.
What are you trying to say about my friend here?
Oh,
Oh.
Wait a minute. Who
I-
did bring up Malort?
I did. I
you
did.
did. What are you trying to say about
I
my
didn't.
friend here?
all right. Where did we stop in the lineup? Should we get back to that?
Yes, we should.
So we not
Space
finished that?
Daddy?
So we stopped at Space Daddy. I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at the calendar.
Rest of Saturday night.
Okay, yeah. So we got 3 more bands on Saturday night. We got Cubs from Columbia. So
You sure they're not from Chicago?
no, I think somebody from the band might be from
That's what I'm
Chicago,
saying. Maybe somebody is.
Yeah.
but I'm not sure about that. Actually, my old friend Jess Oliver is in this band, and she used to play in an amazing band called Can't Kids.
Amazing.
They were out of Columbia. It started off as she playing drums and singing some, and then Adam, I can't remember his last name.
I can't either.
Hamilton?
I don't remember.
Even Adam Hamilton, who sang and played guitar, and he was a great lyricist, very emotive band. And then later on, they added a cello player, and banjo,
bassist, banjo at
Oh,
times.
man. I don't know about y'all, but I love the tone of a cello.
Oh, me too.
Yes.
Oh, they were,
I played a cello when I was in middle school.
dude. They were like
Yeah,
this.
you did.
They were like this. Okay, this is Can't Kids. Don't want you to get confused with Cubs. Cubs is going to be great. They don't have a lot of releases, but they've been playing around Columbia a lot. But Can't Kids was this like beautiful, poetic, like indie rock band that had some energy. I remember at the end of their shows, she would get up and smash porcelain plates on the ground.
Yeah. Oh,
And that
yes.
was like their finisher. When they started off, they were actually called Dawn Shredder before that. But
Oh, yes.
they changed to Can't Kids, which, I mean, if anybody can find that 7-inch, buy it. It's such a great,
Yeah.
and I mean their albums were
They
great.
have 2 releases that are out there. Check that out.
Yeah.
But that's Cubs is former members of that.
Yeah,
If you go through the 7-inch section at Lunchbox, you probably find it.
I would think probably.
There is
yeah.
only one record shop in Rock Hill, and it's in the Antique Mall down in the basement.
Yes.
I found some gold in there, though.
Actually, they moved.
Did
They've
they?
moved.
They moved. Ramble On Records.
Yes.
They're sponsoring the festival, so this is great.
Oh, really?
Chance to
Good
shout them
circle.
out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I've found some gold in that place, dude.
Yeah.
I found some great shit in there because, like, no one knows it's there. So,
Right.
yeah.
Well, they moved, so now they're more visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay,
Hopefully more people know they're there, honestly. But I'm with you on that. Like
I've-
you want to keep the
right.
honey hole to
Yeah.
yourself. but,
It's
you
like,
know.
all right, yeah, I get to dig through all this, but there's nobody else around.
Right,
It's great.
yeah.
Yeah. I found some gold in that place before, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like right off of Main Street. If you ever go downtown Rock Hill, there's a street called Caldwell, and there's Millstone Tap House in Rock Hill Brewing, and right across from that is Ramble On Records and a new head shop, I guess.
So-
you could call it.
yeah.
So
I did see
they
that.
have their own shop now?
Yeah,
Their own spot?
they have
Okay.
their own square footage.
Good,
and
'cause-
they're selling art. They're selling records. I just was there last week dropping off tapes and records records and CDs from my bands, trying to encourage to sell more local music there, which they were completely down
Yeah.
to do. I mean, they're cool people.
I love
Yeah.
that shit,
So
dude.
is
I
that
love
the same street that the courthouse is on, or is it?
Yeah. They're
yeah.
basically kind of right across Caldwell Street from the courtroom. Yeah.
Okay.
They were already on Main Street, but they were down in the basement of that place. So now they
yeah,
have their
they
own
closed.
shop. Okay, yeah.
So now
Now
they-
they're just off Main Street.
They're
Okay.
also selling, if you want to collect records, they're also selling like good record equipment there too.
Yes.
So
Oh yeah.
Dude, they bought, I think he bought like the whole, I guess Winthrop used to have a radio station.
Okay.
sort
And
of, yeah.
If you go through, they have 45s in mint condition, great shit, and all of them have Winthrop stamps on them.
Oh, love that.
It's like
cool.
Winthrop radio stamps, and I will go down there and I'll spend hours just going through all those
Yes.
45s, dude.
Oh, man,
and they're
yeah.
all in mint shape. They're in great shape. If you go to a lot of other shops around town, they sell 45s for like
Yeah.
$15, and you take it out of the sleeve and it's scratched all the hell.
Right.
No, those guys got the fucking mint shape 45s, dude. That's barely been played. So
Hell
that's,
yeah.
that's where you go find. I have a friend named Chuck. He's a big Cher fan. And I was like, dude, they just bought all of Winthrop's 45s, and there's a bunch of Sonny and Cher shit.
There's gotta be,
yes.
Yeah, dude. He went there and bought it all. So yeah.
You know, it's funny
yeah.
because my friend Jess Oliver, who plays in Cubs and played in Can't Kids, she went to Winthrop after I graduated, and she did a radio station there. And so, yeah, at that time you couldn't listen to it on the radio. You had to listen to it online because people aren't. The university wasn't going to pay.
Right. For
radio fees.
That's an expensive endeavor.
I mean, York Tech used to have one, YTX, but they don't have that anymore.
Not for long. Yeah.
Just keeping a transmitter up is
right. It's so
Speaking
expensive.
of disc golf, doesn't Winthrop have like a championship?
Yeah, they have
disc
the
golf course?
United
You would
States.
know.
Yeah, I'm a big disc golfer.
So am I.
They do the World Championship.
I haven't played in a while, but yeah.
Well, we're gonna play soon.
Every October.
Yeah, the United States Disc Golf Championship is at Winthrop.
Really?
That's great.
Yeah.
And Slow Play, I think, hosts some nights.
Yeah,
It's like,
they're kind of like a
They
disc
have
golf
a lot
bar.
of that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many like local connections here like, that we're
Yeah.
making. That's great.
Yeah. I call it Rock Vegas, but it's Rock Hill.
That's
I
pretty cool.
did not realize how huge that sport was. My son played a semester at Winthrop Soccer.
Yeah.
That soccer stadium's like way back.
Yes.
It's at Winthrop Lake.
And
Right.
we're coming through and we're like, what the hell? What are these people doing?
Yeah.
And it was for that world championship.
Yeah.
Dude, Winthrop Lake is kind of
It's pretty big. Like,
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
So I've lived in Rock Hill since 2000. Well, I went to Winthrop starting in 2004. And so I've been in Rock Hill for 20 years.
Okay.
And
Wow.
last fall was like the first time I ever went to a basketball game. I went to the school for 4.5 years and never went to a basketball
went.
game.
Yeah.
But now that I work for Winthrop, it's free again. So I'm going.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Didn't they have one season where they made it like really far?
The basketball?
Yeah.
They did pretty
That was
well.
like, who
Well,
the fuck
they've had
is-
a couple. Yeah.
Who the hell is Winthrop?
Were they getting into the tournament?
They got
Yeah.
to the round of 64 a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Right.
I went to like 3 or 4 games last school year, and like I'm not a sports guy. I think I like watching sports. I don't like following sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I watched them, and it's fun to see the students and be like, oh, I remember that guy from last time. Oh yeah, that guy's got a great, like that guy's like a celebrity at our team. Like
Right. Yeah.
they had like big cardboard cutouts of his face.
Yes.
Everyone's got the little stick things of his head in the audience.
Yeah.
No?
Well, no, like the cheer team or
The cheer.
spirit team. I think we have a cheerleaders, and then we have a spirit team. Maybe I can't.
Okay.
I'm not involved with that part of Winthrop.
Yeah.
But we have like
Sounds all the same to me.
yeah. But they have this like they have a few big cutouts of some of the guys' faces, and we have a good team. Like they're fun to watch. So shout out to Winthrop basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winthrop football undefeated.
It's
Yes.
dude. It's. I moved down here.
Yeah, you're undefeated
summer
if you don't
of
compete.
'96, and I was doing laundry at the laundromat across from Winthrop University, and my wife was going to Winthrop at the time. I didn't know her then, but we had crossed paths a few
that's
times,
great.
not knowing each other.
So you lived in Rock Hill for a little
I
while,
lived in Fort Mill for a long time.
and you did your laundry in Rock Hill.
Yes.
Okay.
There was one laundromat in Fort Mill, and it was terrible. So I would drive
So
down.
apparently it sucked.
Yeah, so
he was destined to meet his wife.
So
okay?
I would drive down.
So he's trying to get closer to her.
Right.
It
So
was destiny.
So
Yes.
it's funny. Like years later, she's like, "You were doing your laundry across from the place I was in college." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I know I've seen you somewhere before." She goes, "Yeah, we just never knew each other." So it's kind of weird. Yeah.
And this episode has it all. It has love
Yeah.
stories, has
Yeah.
band origin
Yes.
stories.
I mean, here we are 25 years later. So yeah.
Oh, that's
Congratulations.
great. Fantastic.
Yeah. It's awesome. She's still with me. She's a big dummy.
I wasn't going to say anything,
Yeah.
but
Anyways, was that there's more for Saturday night, right?
Oh yeah, we're 3 bands in, right?
yeah. After Cubs.
Good luck editing this.
No, this is great.
So
This keeps people intrigued. They're like, who else is fucking playing?
I'm still waiting.
I'm still waiting.
we got 2 more bands left, so not much longer to wait. So the next to last band after Cubs is Telepathetics.
Yes.
Which is my band.
Yes.
band,
He's
yeah.
the front man for this band.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So we're a punk band, synth punk band. We started in 2018 under the name of Tough Ghost. And then
Which is a better name. Can we say that?
What is it?
Tough
you
Ghost?
can talk to Micah about that.
They hated it. The whole band
I
hated
don't
it.
think we hated it. You know what Tough Ghost was a reference to?
No.
Unicorns.
I'm sorry, you guys missed it. That fucking
Ernie almost died.
That
He
curtain
just
just
choked
kicked his
himself.
ass over there.
Oh, it was the curtain. I thought it was just his headphones.
The curtain almost knocked his headphones off his head. Sorry. Anyway,
We need an Ernie mic.
Yeah, we do.
So the Tough Ghost band name was a reference to the Unicorns. I don't know if you ever listened to them.
Yeah.
No.
They're like a quirky little poppy, like synthy band. And Sean and Micah, Sean plays synth. Micah started on bass, but is amazing at guitar, so he plays guitar now. They wanted to start like a synthy band, and I was like, hey, let me do vocals. And then my buddy Josiah was like, well, let me play drums. And like, I've never sang for a band before. So this is 2017 maybe, right before Molgoth broke up, because Sean and Josiah are both in Molgoth, and we started moving in a different direction, I guess.
Molgoth?
Oh yeah, you don't know about that band?
No.
You should definitely check out that band.
Can we put
I mentioned it earlier.
So I feel like we're doing a lot of this. Like we have a conversation, then we like, ooh, that's interesting. We put a bookmark in that book.
Yeah.
We have
Well,
a conversation.
that's how we make the shit last.
Welcome to
forever.
ImVibes Podcast.
All right, cool.
Squirrel. Yeah.
Okay, Molgoth is another band that I was in. Very proud of this project. We were made from Band from a Hat. It was me. This is really funny. It was me who plays bass, two other bass players, a drummer, and Matt Duncan as a vocalist. And then I broke my arm. And then we didn't practice.
How did you break your arm?
I was riding my bike. I wasn't even drunk. I was riding my bike, and then
What a disclaimer.
Wait. He had to add it in
I wasn't even drunk.
I had one beer. Okay, I don't know if we want to know all the specifics of the story. There's so much to explain.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I had to ride a bike because I no longer had a license.
No.
How far back do you want to go?
I lived 1/10 of a mile from the bar. I went to the bar, had a beer, rode in my friend's car to Denny's with Alan Soto to Denny's, and then came back, got on my bike, didn't have another beer, one beer, hour or two later, get on my bike, put my helmet on. Thank God I had a helmet. Just zipped out of the parking lot, hit a sewer grate, flipped my bike.
So you were Denny's drunk. Got it.
Yeah, all the eggs and grease. So yeah, I broke my arm, and so they were like, I was like, guys,
Grand slam.
we can't practice.
Wow.
So I was like, guys, we can't.
Oh wait. Where's the thing that don't?
What? Oh.
No, you just
Oh,
muted
he
it.
fucked it. Yeah, whatever.
Oh.
So I was like, guys, we can't practice. And then my arm got better faster. I didn't need a cast. I think it was my left arm.
That's when we found out you had Wolverine powers.
okay, sure.
So
And then I invited
What's
my
up,
buddy.
Bob? Sorry.
I invited my buddy Nicholas Holman, who was here in Charlotte, down to play drums with me. And then the Molgoth origin story is so long.
yeah.
Okay, so Nicholas Holman came down to play drums.
We have about 30 minutes, so go ahead.
Okay, I was. I'll try to fit it in. So I was like writing some music with him, sent it to Matt Duncan, who's supposed to be the vocalist, and then he texted me back. He's like, "I think we should be a goth band," and I was like, "Okay." So he started writing some lyrics. I played bass. We had drums and vocals. After our Band from a Hat show, it was very fun, good time. We invited Nathan Matthews to play drums with us, and he played in a band with Matt called Birth Control for a while with Matt and Josiah, and that was a really fun band. And then Josiah joined the band as well, and we became a four-piece: bass, drums, vocals, and guitar. And we started writing music and goth music. Very, very silly. You can find this our record on Bandcamp and on Spotify, and it's a theatrical goth band.
It's so good.
So we
I'm a sucker for theatrical shit.
It's so good. Sit down and listen to the whole Mothgall.
That's why he's a Ghost fan.
Molgoth record, because it's a story.
I do love Ghost. Sorry.
So the band, we started writing all these goth songs, and we're like, oh, Don't Sweat It Fest is coming up. It's 2018. We need to start. No, it's not 2018. I think it was 2015.
Wait, is that how long you've been doing this?
What?
Oh,
The
no.
Sweater Fest?
Don't Sweat It Inc. Oh, not Don't Sweat It Inc. Concerts in the Courtroom started in 2010.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I've been doing
And that
this-
was the first Don't Sweat It Fest was
2011.
2011.
So I started the summer of 20.
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
Dude, the
I didn't
first-
know y'all had that kind of history.
Dude, the
Oh,
first,
yeah.
Wow.
another bookmark.
See?
So
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
Sweat It Fest is 15. Don't Sweat It Fest this is its 12th year because of
COVID.
COVID. Yeah, thank you
Take a
for,
break.
Yeah.
Thank you for the words.
Yeah. COVID
we
fucked
missed-
up a lot of shit, dude. So,
I
yeah.
think Malort's running this interview now.
Yeah. I think so too.
Sorry, man.
We've heard that one before.
Yeah. Not sponsored by Alert, but could be.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Fucking.
I'm sorry.
Sponsored by the Lord.
I just got
I'll
a
find that
flashback.
out when I don't have to send the email.
Yeah.
I just got a flashback to John from Queen City Rejects.
Oh,
Because
Jesus.
apparently we're malorted.
Yeah.
My lord.
Yeah. So I feel like I've gone on so many different tangents here.
Yeah.
With different
But
stuff.
it's cool.
Sorry. That's our podcast. So, yeah, it's fine.
So
yeah.
which one am I on now? Molgoth?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Molgoth around 2015, 2016, we started to get things together for Don't Sweat It Fest. And we're like, we should do something a little bit extra. We have a song called Asshole Stepdad. Maybe we should get our buddy Sean to come and play Stepdad on stage and have it be like a skit before we played. And then we brought him on, and then it became a whole theatrical performance.
And that's what it was from then on out.
Then on out, Sean was so I played bass, Matt did vocals, Josiah did amazing guitar, because he just found the Susie and the Banshee sound. I don't know how he did it. Fucking amazing. And then Nathan, concert
One of the
drummer.
best drummers around.
Yeah, amazing. And then Sean, antagonist.
Yeah.
He was always the antagonist in our stories. So we did the show. We did it in Royal American in Charleston. Not Royal American, Tin Roof. We performed this goth performance, and the bartender had to stop serving because she could not stop laughing at what we were doing.
Really?
Yeah. It's so good.
There were so many jokes.
Is there any YouTube videos of this?
Maybe one or two here or there. We did
The
music
record,
videos.
record does, it scratches the itch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The record is wild. I mean, I'd say we're a goth punk band, but we have songs that are punk. We have a 6 or 7 minute ballad on there.
Kind of
So
PSOL and,
Yeah.
they went from punk to goth and punk to goth.
yeah, so this album is only 10 tracks, but it's, we fit as much as we could onto a record at 33 RPM. So, yeah. So,
Wait, that's on vinyl somewhere?
oh yeah, they're all sitting in my basement. I owe Sean all the money for it because he paid for it.
Can I have one?
Yeah, I can bring you one sometime.
All right. I'll see you there. I'll show up at one of those days.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll try to remember to bring
You know
it.
where to find him.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so
I now have his contact
Also
info.
available at Ramble on Records, sponsor of Don't Sweat It Fest.
Is it there?
Yeah.
All right. I'll
And-
go by it there.
And the Mercantile,
yeah, I think the Mercantile might have a couple copies.
also sponsor of Don't Sweat It Fest.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You guys have some good sponsors, man. I wish
Dude,
I wish we had sponsors. I mean, we have Tommy's.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
Brought to you by Tommy's Pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to say brought to you by the Mercantile, Rablon Records, and Slow Play Brewing.
Yeah.
well,
Or
I mean, I come from
Armored Cow Brewing. That'd be great because we did drink the beer for a while. But anyways,
I come from a nonprofit background, so I'm kind of used to I've learned a little about the fundraising thing, and when it comes to Don't Sweat It Fest, I want people to support me who care about what I do. It's not like, hey, if you sponsor me, I'm going to give you this much advertising value. It's more about hey, I host local bands and I support local music, and I want you, if you like what I do, to give me some money so I can pay them, and so I can pay DJ to run the bar, and I can, pay a door guy and a sound guy to do all this stuff, and a designer. The designs coming out this year are by Pink Paradox Design, my buddy Keodric Moses. He is doing a great job. He's been very responsive. I mean, I've had great designers work for me. McKenna Brandon, who works at Social Design, has helped me out and really created the brand for Don't Sweat It Fest. And then Evan Plant, who plays in True Optimist, was there pretty early on, designing. We used to put out a zine every year for the festival. So a 12 by 12, the front and the back were cover but the inside was all black and white, and I would do write-ups of every band, and I would try to be like exciting and fun. I remember doing a write-up for She He He when they played one year.
Yes.
And I can't remember.
That's a lot of work.
Dude, it was a lot of work.
It was so much work.
It was a lot of work, but it was something like...
But it's fun.
Yeah, do you
It
put a
was
lot of
so
work
cool
in...
to walk around and
Well,
be
I
like,
mean, yeah, if it's your passion,
look at those bands.
it doesn't feel like work.
Right.
Here's a bunch of indie bands in a magazine, newspaper rag, whatever you want to call it, like at this restaurant or bar or whatever that has all these bands that I'm not hearing about anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
it's also about community.
Right.
Like, I'm glad I'm coming up here to talk about this, but this is like the 12th year, and it's rock. I feel like it's Rock Hill's best kept secret.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Ernest has gone 2-3 years in a row. I've yet to go, but I can't say how many bands have played, and thanks to that festival, we've had them on the podcast.
Yep,
Oh, that's
absolutely,
awesome. Yeah.
absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Phase God. I mean, guys like that.
man.
Man, I knew Phase God when he was just going by Tony P. And he played with this guy, this guy in Rock Hill, Mr. 105, Keith Hicklin. Keith Hicklin. I moved into a house with some other musicians, and we made it a house show house, and it had 2 names. It was called the Hampton House because it was on Hampton Street, and it was called the Sweat Lodge because it was fucking hot and humid in there.
always.
It's like the milestone.
Exactly. I mean,
I was thinking the same thing.
we can't have a conversation about anything that I do in Rock Hill without talking about the milestone. They're the inspiration for all this.
They are.
They give opportunities to local bands. They bring in great acts, and they give opportunities to local bands. And what I've been seeing recently, they've been giving opportunities to that Jake who books.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of the booking agency they work for?
Yeah. Is his name Woodard? Jake Woodard?
Yes. And like that collaboration between a guy who loves
WTF Fest and all that.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Welcome
what
to the Family.
Welcome to the Family.
Yeah, and that is such a seeing that collaboration between Buck at the Milestone and Jake, who works with another guy in Greenville, bringing all this kind of music. And it's so funny because I've been doing it for 15 years, and to see somebody who's doing it 3-4 years and hearing all his like things he talks about on Facebook and about what it's like to book and what he's looking for as a booking agent. And he's not doing this for the money. He's doing this because he's passionate.
Right.
And I'm doing this because I'm passionate. I've been hosting Don't Sweat It Inc. because I'm passionate about, well, first of all, I wanted to have a place where my bands could play. Because I'm not going to sit here and learn 3 hours of covers and go play.
No.
Right.
Nobody.
Which is the only opportunity in Rock Hill, except for Don't Sweat It.
And I wouldn't say that anymore because
nobody gets into a band and want to do covers all the time. No.
Well, I won't
For
say
the most
that.
part.
I won't say that Don't Sweat It Inc. is the only place that does it now because I've seen Rock Hill Brewing is branching out. I see Slow Play Brewing. Like Slow Play Brewing let Motel Glory have our album release there in 2019, and it was awesome. So
No, you're right.
like,
You're right.
They're branching out, but they are looking for bands who are going to play a little longer.
Yeah.
And
didn't Squirt Vial just play
Squirt
there?
Files? I was just about to say, they don't really allow abrasive bands play, and then they did
have
let
like
Squirt Vial do it.
Squirt
They had
Vial
like
is
a
all
punk weekend or something there.
And that's what Bandit
Yeah.
Slow Play's been saying. It's as long as we bill it as this, we can do it. So they're going to do another Halloween thing there. So Space Daddy and Squirt Vial, I think, are doing a Halloween event there.
Okay.
So,
Excellent.
if you're looking for
I think
good beer and punk
I think
music,
last time
the
I was
only-
at
the only thing-
Slow
I'm sorry,
Play
go
was the night of karaoke, and some dude did a absolute fucking killer cover of Amy Winehouse's Valerie.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude! I was like, ooh, I got.
Well,
I had goosebumps. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck he was singing, but I don't know who he was. But
Well, what I was going to say, the bad thing though about playing at some place, especially like a brewery, is people are not coming to see
one's really paying
the
attention.
music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the background to the hanging out versus
exactly
it being the focus, Don't Sweat It is, and then you get to hang out.
Yes.
The hanging out is the byproduct of the music.
Yes.
Versus the music being background to the hanging out.
Right. I think a lot of artists struggle with that too because they're they get frustrated
Yes, yeah, because nobody's paying attention to them, or they feel that way at least.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. I was nervous about booking Ryan there I booked Ryan there for a couple gigs. It was like Don't Sweat It Inc. sponsored, or it was Don't Sweat It Fest, and I was like, I've seen Ryan get a little frustrated at crowds that aren't listening to him because he deserves to be listened to.
Absolutely,
he puts so much work into his lyrics. And he's not playing covers for you to sing along with,
right? And
you can sing along to his songs. His songs are really great. So. But like I said, Slow Play and Ronco Brewing so far are branching out and booking local bands. Okay, so speaking of that, a band they booked a couple weeks, maybe a month ago now, is the headlining act of Don't Sweat It Fest, which is Once Below Joy.
Yes.
Have you seen them?
No. I haven't.
Y'all need to get on those. You know those guys, right? Yeah, you know those guys.
Yeah, I do.
So these kids hit me up a while ago before. I say kids, they're early 20s, mid 20s.
You're just old.
I'm fucking old.
No, that's perfect for
You'll have no idea.
kids.
Right.
But
They can play all fucking night. I mean, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, it's not just that they can play all. I put them as the headliners because they will. I don't know how to say this. They're gonna bring it no matter what.
Yes.
Like if there are 5 people in the crowd, they're still gonna be at 10 on their performance.
Yes.
And
that's the kind of attitude you have to have.
100%.
Yeah.
yes, but like
Bring it like it's the biggest venue ever played.
Every time.
Every time.
We've seen Billy Bats and the Made Men here several times, and there's been times when there's a big crowd, and there's times there's no one here. But those motherfuckers bring it every time, dude.
Right.
They fucking kill it every fucking time, and I love that about those guys.
dude, it's hard. It's
It
hard.
is.
I mean, with Telepathetics, it's kind of the same. We played really one show out of one town. The Malort's talking.
Sorry, man.
We played one show.
My Lord did.
It's on his chest now, so yeah.
We played one show out of town, not considering like Charlotte or Rock Hill. Like we played one show. I mean, we've been against since 2018, and we played snug a ton of times with amazing bands. We played one serious show out of town at the Cave, and I was so nervous because I didn't know the audience was going to be there.
Yeah,
and you hear me in this podcast and the way I talk. I'm a completely different person in Telepathetics.
Yeah. It's like its own character.
Yeah, I put on a persona.
I've seen you.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the time I put on prosthetics for the show in December?
No, I don't think I saw
God.
it.
Boobies?
No. I put on a whole prosthetic mask that like had to be like glued to my face.
He did kind of have dick nose though.
Oh, totally dick nose.
Yeah. So.
Oh, dude, it was weird.
I was thinking like Mudvayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
no, I tried to embody a character from one of the songs that we wrote called Landlord Snot, and I have this like extended nose, extended chin, and like wrinkly face, big cheekbones, and like I didn't look like myself. And man, I did this thing because I put this prosthetic on. It was like the coldest day in 2022. I did this, and I know I'm jumping around, but
No, it's fine.
But we were playing this show, and we were the second band, and I delayed my arrival to Snug Harbor because I didn't want to show up with this like prosthetic face in a crowd with the opening band playing. Right?
Yeah.
Because like, what would you
you're going to
think?
take the attention away when you walk in.
Everyone will be like, what the fuck is that? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
So the band, the sound guy, like my band started setting up, and I heard that they were like saying to the sound guy, like, oh, our singer will be here in just a minute. And he was like, your singer's not here yet? I think it was Ian that night. I can't remember.
Oh, he's here. He's just hiding.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, I got a text from my drummer, Stan, and he was like, hurry. And that was it.
Yeah.
And I was like rushing, and I had my friend, Brianna Johnson, who helped me with the prosthetics that night. She helped me like put them on, and she painted them.
Oh yeah, she's incredible.
She's incredible. She works for Scarewinds, and she does she does like all.
I worked for them for one season.
She does the makeup and stuff. And it's
What's her name?
Brianna Johnson.
Brianna.
I might know her.
Yeah, she's great.
She's great. She's very quiet.
Yeah.
And she's great.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's skip to the history and what's going to happen with the courtroom.
Okay, so history of Don't Sweat It Inc. and Concerts at the Courtroom. Around 2009, I started playing in bands. and then moved into a house in 2010. I was working for the Arts Council of York County at the time. That was managing 2 buildings. One of them was the Getty Center, where the courtroom is housed, which is a historic courtroom and post office built in 1936.
Wow.
Yeah, so all marble, historic on the historic register, beautiful building. I was like, hey, I see some other people hosting some really fun events here. Can I host a show here? And they're like, sure.
Why not? Yeah.
I mean, we got the key. You got the keys. We'll let you do that. And first show, I can remember this. I can remember the bands. It was my band Candy Jerk opened up with the Lesser Pauls, which had Ian and I think was Buck on guitar in that band.
Oh, I don't know.
Buck from the Milestones?
Yeah,
really?
maybe. No, Ben Henry. I think it was Ben Henry on the guitar for the Lesser Pauls. And then
Merry Christmas.
And I can't remember the singer. So it was Ben Henry, Ian.
Oh, thank you.
I feel, don't quote me on that. It might not have been Ben Henry. I think it was. And Andy the Doorbum. Andy the Doorbum played the first show. I think it was June 10th, 2010. Next show I had 25 minutes to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then the third or fourth show in, I started, working with the Arts Council, getting alcohol permits so I could sell beer and wine. I was working with the gallery who was...
That's important at shows.
Big time.
I hate that it is important because...
But it loosens up people, man. It gets them, a little bit
Yeah, but
relaxed.
you know how many people are drinking NA beers now?
I don't think it needs it.
What? Needs what?
That beer.
I don't need it, no. But it's there. I said... Yeah. So, when I started getting this excitement that I could book in a community and bring in bands I want and curate these shows, I was like, you know what I should do? I should look up on the Fest. You know what the Fest is in Gainesville? It's a huge festival.
Oh, you would love the Fest.
Gainesville, Florida?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So Dollar Signs.
Look up the Fest.
Dollar Signs has played that festival.
That's a more swampland.
Yeah.
Dollar Signs, we've tried to get him on the podcast, and they said yes, but getting him scheduled. I know they're wrapping it up soon.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You need to get them on before they wrap
Before
it
they're
up.
done. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I saw them at the Milestone. It was so fucking cool, man. Sorry, we're going off again.
Dude, they're like meta pop punk. Like,
but they had Off With Their Heads open for them. And I was like, what? And then, I didn't know what they were all about. And then they came on stage. I was like, holy fuck. Dollar Signs is the shit.
they're great.
Yeah.
I've had them play the courtroom a couple times.
Lots of energy.
So I was like, you know what I should do? When I'm booking Don't Sweat It Fest, I was like, not Don't Sweat It Fest. When I was starting to just do shows at the courtroom, I was like, I should just look up who's playing at the fest and try to book them. Like, I just should just try to book them. And I booked this band who's out of Gainesville called Dirty Fist. And I might have been just a duo, 2 women named Chelsea. One played accordion and violin, and one played banjo.
Accordion.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And,
That's some Polish shit. Sorry.
I hosted a show. It was one of the early shows I hosted. And then when I hosted it, I was like, I got the sound set up. And, how old was I? I'm 24 years old. And I'm like, hey, the sound's set up. And they were like, you know what? We're going to use the acoustics of the room.
You were 24 then, or are you 24 now?
I'm 24 then.
I'm about to say, damn, you look great for 24. Yeah.
Thanks. I was 24 at the time, and I was like, I can.
He's been doing Don't Sweat It Fest for 12 years.
Since I was 12 years old.
He started at 12.
Hey, kids are inspired nowadays.
Yeah, but they're not giving the keys to the courtroom to these kids.
Maybe your dad gave him,
my dad,
money.
Gentry, Geddes, not too many consonants off, but so I booked Dirty Fist, and they were just these 2 people, violin, banjo, accordion, and they played with no recordings in the space. I think Royal Tinfoil played that show, who's also awesome from Charleston, and I was like, they filled the room with just their voices and music, and it was beautiful. And I just kind of got the bug for booking and putting bands on stage and hosting shows in this room that's 22-foot ceilings with mahogany walls, and the judge's bench and the witness stand are still like permanent fixtures in the room. And I've just been hosting concerts ever since. We've now become Don't Sweat It Inc., which is a nonprofit. Pandemic hit, stopped the music. And then I started a few months after the pandemic started, I was like going crazy. I need to do something with music. And we started hosting some music videos. We brought local bands in to shoot music videos. And we had Leon, This Island Earth, Jordan Zano, Ryan Lockhart. You can find them all online on a YouTube channel I created and then forgot about called Sidebar Sessions. So, 2 videos from each band. I also did a video series before that called Post Hearings, which was supposed to relate back to the courtroom, but we did shows at different places and we recorded bands and did live shows. But in 2021, we started to incorporate into a nonprofit. Didn't host shows again until 2022, and then kind of that ramped back up. But man, in 2019, I was hosting 2 shows a month, approximately 25 shows a year. To the milestone, that's nothing.
But for you, one guy,
right? We're having to set up the room every night. Every time we have to set. I have to move the PA, have to move the beer, have to set everything up in that room and host the event. Promote it and do all this stuff. I mean, I know the difficulty is like we're not the milestone. We're not open 4 nights a week, right?
So you have to know what's going on, and that creates a little bit of exclusivity. But it also makes it really hard to we have dead shows sometimes. And we canceled Dumb Sweater Fest this year because which Dumb Sweater Fest is my sister festival, Don't Sweat It Fest, all local bands, 10 bands, 2 days. That's it. We had to cancel it because of weather, because there's no way we were going to get enough people.
Right.
And so we postponed it to March and kicked ass. It was a great show, And now that we're a nonprofit, it doesn't matter if we make money, but I'm at a point where I'm pay TJ every night. I pay myself to run sound. I pay a door person. And then.
But the goal is to pay the bands.
The goal is to pay the bands.
To make sure the bands are getting paid.
Honestly, I take a loss about 50% of the time just so, I'm paying bands, at least $100, maybe $50 for a solo artist.
But that's what it's all about though, right? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I remember I booked Daddy's Beamer. If you don't know if you've heard of them, they're really great. They're out of Charleston. I don't know if they've moved.
That sounds like a Yellow Wolf song.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They were in Clemson and then they moved to Charleston, and they're like, Road to Glory was on a label with them for a little bit called Real South Records.
Yeah.
But they were great. And I remember now they got a booking agent. I don't like dealing with booking agents. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I tried to book some people for our podcast. They're like, talk to my booking agent. I'm like, I'm not, fuck it. I'm done. No, I'm not.
Right.
They have their place.
I'm not going through that.
They have their place.
It's a fucking podcast. We're not,
Booking agents have their place. But you know who I was almost able to book without a booking agent was Marissa Paternoster from Screaming Females.
Oh, really?
She's down to earth, man.
Yes.
She's great. She's great. I actually worked it out last year where I was bringing her to do an exhibition because she's a visual artist and painter, collage artist, She does amazing drawings. I mean, she does all the Screaming Females artwork. And I was bringing her into...
My Lord's on my fingers, so every time I drink it, I smell it. I'm sorry. I was wondering what was happening. I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm
he was just like, I smell my fingers. I'm like, do I want to ask a question?
I was just hoping you wasn't sticking your fingers down your pants.
Right, yeah.
Well,
I wasn't sure what.
I was. That kind of podcast. I was. It's that kind of podcast.
I'm going to talk to my agent now.
Your booking agent?
No. I'm sorry. I just every time I drink it, I'm like, the fuck? Yeah.
I just looking over and he's smelling his fingers.
Yeah. I'm like, God damn, there's my Lord on my fingers. Yeah.
What was that character in SNL? She'd go,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Superstar, yeah. Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, sorry.
Squirrel. Continue.
If you do that all the time, sorry, man.
I just couldn't think of the name of the character, so I couldn't contribute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had Marissa Paternoster from Screaming Females in her new band. Well, sort of newish band. It was like a solo project that's turned into a collaborative project called Noun. I would reached out to her and was like, hey, would you be interested in doing an exhibition and maybe playing a show while you're down here? Because I work at Winthrop as a gala director, so I host exhibitions and things like that. And I find her artwork fascinating, and I wanted to bring her down and kind of do a collaboration with Don't Sweat It as well. So, kind of give her like 2 reasons to come to Rock Hill, not just like, I might play a show if it's on the way, but no, I'm doing an exhibit, I'm getting paid for that. I'm doing the show, I'm getting paid for that. Cool. And she's completely DIY. If you ever like read in any of their interviews and stuff, they don't have like a big group of people that come with them. They load their equipment, they sell their own merch. They're like, she's the most down to earth like person I know. I mean, I think she comes from like the school of thought that Steve Albini came from. Yeah. She recorded with him a couple times. So I don't know. So you can edit that out.
It's fine. So what's going to happen with the courtroom? So
yes. Okay. So here's
last time we had on Stinkbug and we talked about this.
We touched on it a little bit. I think things have changed a little bit since then.
Let me give the down low about what the courtroom is going on. So the Arts Council of York County manages the basement, the first floor, and the second floor. The building is still owned by the city. The third floor is the solicitor's office, which if you're not from South Carolina, that's like a DA.
Okay.
So the city decided, I think they've decided a while ago, but in January, they created a listing to sell the building for $2.6 million, I think.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, which is not that much for a building that size, but it's also on the historical register. And, but it's going to take millions of dollars to fix up.
Yeah, I was going to say the retrofitting was the issue, correct?
Yes, yes. So there's been a movement by Rock Hill, Keep Rock Hill Creative. It's been a movement that my friend Dylan Bannister has kind of started. Well, he started the Instagram, but a lot of people were upset about the sale of the building. We've heard nothing in writing, but like everybody who has moved into the building in the last few years has known that the city is looking at selling it. But now the listing became a real thing, and it shocked a lot of people. So for many months, me and a lot of other people have been speaking to city council to say, hey, like, this is important. This is what this building provides. It's not just music.
Right.
Like, I can say, I'm here to promote Don't Sweat It Inc. and Don't Sweat It Fest, but that building houses a lot of artists. And not just that, the Arts Council of York County rents that space to artists, and our Arts Council of York County is a nonprofit. And because of the generous contract they have with the city, a lot of their funding comes from that building. And low rents, subsidized rents.
Rock Hill needs that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, anybody in Rock Hill listening to this, tell your city council member that.
Yeah.
So I've written to city council members about it, and I've talked to the mayor through email about it. I think our mayor is pretty down to earth and pretty easy to approach. Mayor Geddes, John Geddes. His uncle is who the Geddes Center is named after. But they see it as
shit. Okay.
The city sees it. Well, the city in general. I'm not pointing at anybody else specifically. The city sees it as a drain on their income. So they maintain the building. They have cleaning service. Yeah. They pay a lot of money to keep the building going. It's a historical building built in the 30s. It's beautiful. But I don't know if the community, Rock Hill community, regional community, knows all that goes on in there. Yes, I host concerts in there about once a month. Mm-hmm. But there are theater groups using it 2 weeks at a time. Rock Hill Theater, Free Reign Theater.
Right.
And there's been another theater company or two who use it for like 2 weeks at a time and host like Shakespeare. I saw Sweeney Todd in there.
Oh, really?
Chris O'Neill from Squared File directed that. Because he is
I didn't know he did that shit.
Yeah,
either.
He does
wow.
Shakespeare Carolina. This is the name of his nonprofit.
He talked about it in the episode.
Yeah, that was the first episode.
Things come, things go.
Second episode of season.
But Sweeney Todd was amazing. Yeah. It was amazing put on by because it's I have to say the courtroom and the Geddes Center used to be called the Geddes Art Center. It's now the Thomas Geddes Center. Is a cultural hub. There are artists there. There's theater groups there. There's music there. We have a one-word poetry festival that happens there. The Arts Council hosts a blues and jazz festival there. I can sit here and go and list so many things. A drawing night happens there all the time.
Films, something that happens there.
They did the Underexposed Film Festival there this year. They do drawing nights every other Monday night, like first and third Monday nights, I think. So you can just go and draw a model or a still life and with other people. And so it's an active hub that brings people downtown to support businesses like Amelie's and iPoppy and Millstone and Rock Hill Brewing and
Main Street Bottle Shop.
And Main Street Bottle Shop. And all the other businesses that are downtown. I can sit here and list them all. But it's an amazing cultural hub, and I think on top of Don't Sweat It. And Don't Sweat It Fest is the best kept secret in Rock Hill. But the Getty Center itself is also a kept secret in Rock Hill.
Right. How'd you come up with the name for the festival?
Oh, so this is funny. So when I was just starting doing these shows, we were also hosting house shows at the Sweat Lodge, and I was hosting shows at the Courtroom, and we started a zine. You're going to love this. We started a zine called 20 Minutes South.
Air conditioning, right? Sorry. No.
Air conditioning? What? Sweat Lodge?
Because there's AC in the courtroom, so you don't sweat it in there.
That's probably. I wish that was the reason.
My 9-to-5 job, I'm an HVAC tech. So
okay. So first we had a zine that I put out one zine. I was hoping to put out like monthly, but became too much work.
Things happen.
But we called it 20 Minutes South, and we had a Facebook page called 20 Minutes South because what is Rock Hill?
20 minutes south of Charlotte.
Yeah. So we were promoting shows and having little zines we put out to share. And I was just trying to like give a news outlet to our little community of like who played here, who's going to play here, what are some, like maybe talk to the photographer Neesmith who takes a bunch of photos at house shows, things like that. I think I was going to interview Chase Warren one time, but I don't think, whatever. So that's what it was called. And then like the opportunity came in 2011 in the summer where a couple bands, Dirty Fist being one of them, Waxahachie, do you know that band? She wanted to tour. So
that sounds like a cool.
She's pretty big now.
She's huge. So she was touring with her twin sister, and her twin sister played in a band called Swearin', which I have that record. It's a great record. And it was like, okay, a couple of these touring bands want to come here on this one day. It's Father's Day. It's a Sunday. Can I host a festival? And first, Don't Sweat It Fest was free because like there was no stakes. And
was it not called something else?
No, it was called Don't Sweat It Fest.
Okay.
And the reason it was called Don't Sweat It Fest because I was sitting I was going to plan this. I was sitting on the porch at the Sweat Lodge, which is it's a silly Sweat Lodge, Don't Sweat It Fest. But I was sitting with Nick Sampson and a handful of other people, and Fernando, and maybe Chase Warren, or I can't remember, a handful of people who were there because I was organizing it, and I was like, maybe Alan Soto, and I was like, what should we call this festival? And they were like, why don't we just call it Don't Sweat It Fest because you stress out about everything.
Okay.
And it was in the middle of summer, so June became my year. The time I hosted Don't Sweat It Fest, and then the year I stopped doing it because of 2020, because of COVID. Rock Hill Pride Fest took that weekend. Oh. Because it was like the first weekend I did it on Father's Day weekend, but then I was like, oh, let's do it the weekend after. And I did it as a statement because Rock Hill's a college town. And I was like, well, if we host a music festival in the summer, that proves this isn't just a college town. Because people come to it.
We don't need the college to sustain this.
There's no college kids around during
right.
I mean, Winthrop is a suitcase college, so people mostly leave town on the weekends. Like Friday at 2, they're gone. But so I was trying to prove that, Rock Hill is more than that. So for many years I hosted in June, and then 2020 I stopped hosting it. Pride took that weekend, which Pride Fest is great in Rock Hill. You should come see it. And then in 2022 I came back with Don't Sweat It Fest and made it all local, and we started hosting it in September. And then
first of all, the weather is so much better.
No, not a lot. It's still hot and sweaty, but
it's not 100 degrees.
It's 90s here through October.
Let me have some hope. All right, just let me have some hope.
But so we hosted it in September in 2022 and in 2023, but the Arts Council started this creative contract, which is great. It's why theater groups are starting to use that space, that courtroom space so often. But they plan a little further out than I do. So they had booked up September in 2024, so I got Labor Day weekend, which as long as, I mean, not that I'm competing with Hopscotch Festival, but it's not the same weekend as Hopscotch. But this year I'm booking 1 or 2 bands that are the same as Hopscotch. So
Yeah, true.
and so back to the debacle with the city wanting to sell the building. So the artists have made a movement. We were told we got a termination notice in, I think, March or February, that our lease, the Arts Council's lease on the building was terminated August 31st. So we would move out August 31st. Since then, they have not sold the building. They've had a couple offers, I've heard, because, people are talking.
Yeah.
But they have not accepted them. So they sent another letter saying that the leases will now go month to month. So right now, can I say what day it is?
Yeah.
We're in July 24th right now. And we don't know if we're going to have the space in October. So I haven't booked any shows in October yet. So Don't Sweat It Fest, I was like, they're like, okay, we're going to at least have one more month. So it's going month to month. So I was like, okay, I got to run on Don't Sweat It Fest.
This might be the last one.
It could be.
It could be, but I've talked to the board, which I have a board of Don't Sweat It Inc., and that's the name of the nonprofit. And I have a handful of people on the board who are all like dudes who play in bands, who come to shows and who want to support what I'm doing. And I will not necessarily fold the nonprofit. That doesn't mean we won't be able to host another Don't Sweat It Fest. It may look different. It may not use the courtroom space.
Right.
But I mean, myself, Mike Gentry, as a person who's like lived in Rock Hill for 20 years, the only reason I've stayed here is really because of the courtroom.
Right.
When I was given the opportunity to start hosting shows, like I found a reason to be passionate about something. And I felt like I lived in a community that would support and allow me to make change and like do something in my community. And that's why I've stayed here. And that's why I have the name I do in my community, because I've stayed here and done something and, given opportunities to so many musicians.
Rock Hill needs more people like you, man.
Yes.
I won't say Rock Hill doesn't have people like me. There are people, but there are a lot of different avenues. Like we have a poetry festival now. We have Pride Festival now.
Yeah.
So Rock Hill is growing and has a lot of amazing things happening. But I think everywhere needs people who have passion. But also they need those opportunities. And I was very lucky to find the opportunity with the Arts Council of York County to do what I'm doing. And I mean, that's every time I talk about Don't Sweat It, the courtroom, or any of the events I host, I always mention the Arts Council of York County because of that. They gave me those opportunities.
Well, I thank you for doing what you do for Rock Vegas.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I asked everyone, give me one of your favorite cover songs of all time.
Oh, right off the top of my head, Tropical Fuckstorm does a cover of Staying Alive. They're Australian. The Bee Gees are Australian. Fucking rips.
Yes, I've heard that.
It's nasty.
It's fucking awesome, yes.
Oh, man. Let's go Devo, Satisfaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think we got to wrap it up here, guys.
We're being karaoke'd out.
We are. Yeah.
First we were malorted out. Now we're being karaoke'd
Good
out.
luck on the edit of this podcast.
Well, we made it longer than I thought we would.
Yeah, well,
True.
thank you guys for coming on. I wish we could talk more. I'm sure there's a lot more to talk about.
Well, have Motel Glory on when we release our record.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know when we're
Yes.
releasing it, but
Okay, yeah.
we
So,
might release
dude,
it at Don't Sweat It Fest. But
I gotta say thank
Don't
you
sweat
to
it Inc.org.
to the bands of Charlotte, man. This podcast is actually doing great now. We get to bands want to be on the podcast now, so it's fucking awesome, dude. We used to have to go hunt out bands, but now bands are asking to be on. So
well, I'm happy to be here.
yeah, thank you for coming on. This will come out right before Sweater Fest.
Don't Sweat It Fest, awesome.
So we're gonna save this episode to closer
September
to the
17th
festival.
through
Yes.
20th.
Yeah,
Don't
so-
sweat it Inc.org.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on, guys. Adios. Thanks, guys.
A huge shout out to our gracious host, Tommy's Pub. Located at 3124 East Wade Drive, Tommy's Pub is a small neighborhood bar that's big on music and community. Go to Tommy's Pub's Facebook page where they regularly provide updates about upcoming events to include weekly open mic night, karaoke, and live music from some of the best up-and-coming bands in the Queen City. Thank you, Tommy's Pub, for hosting ImVibes Podcast.
Thank you for listening to ImVibes Podcast, home of good music, good libations, and good vibes. Please like, rate, and subscribe to ImVibes Podcast on your favorite listening platform. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All are at ImVibes Podcast. ImVibes Podcast is in need of sponsorship. If you'd be interested in sponsoring the show or just an episode, email us at imvibespodcast@gmail.com for more details. Email us at imvibespodcast@gmail.com if you'd like to be a guest or have an idea for a guest we should interview.
Opinions and views expressed by guests are not necessarily the opinions or views of the ImVibes team or BWM Productions.